Peanut on top. So we're on our way up to New York. We got Fergie. Fergie is fixing the truck as we go. Had to fix it probably 3 times, different stuff. But on the way to New York, we're picking up a sound system in Memphis. And we ordered the sound system 8 months earlier and sent this company this money. And we had told them we're coming to pick it up. And they said, okay, great, it's ready. So we get there, it's not ready. And we've got, like 3 days until we've got the first gig. It's not ready, and not only is it not ready, but some of the parts, they don't even have the parts. If you know what a driver is, they had these horns. Remember the old PA, the big stack horn? You had like a horn on the top, that little horn up there, you can see it. But these were big, and they had these drivers that were about this big around in them, and he didn't have them. They were in Dallas. And he says, can you guys just hang out for a couple of days, until they get them here? And, FedEx was, fairly new at that point, I guess. This is 1977, but they were there. And my sound man said, let me go talk to this guy for a second. And so, next thing I know, they're going to have that sound system the next day. So FedEx the stuff in Dallas, put the whole thing together. We put it in the truck, and we're off on the road. And I said, Don, what did you say to that guy? He said, I told him, you see what I do? He says, I don't care if I live or die at this point. He says, I'm ready to go down. And if I go down, you're going down with me. He says, I guarantee you. He says, just pick up the phone and call them up, call FedEx and get the stuff here. And don't tell the guys I did this. He says, because they'll fire me. We probably would have. But anyway, that's how we got the PA system. And the guy got it together, and we went to New York. And so the next song is not about him. I think what I'll do is play When You Get There, which is a song that I wrote the lyrics for. I had a pretty good idea about what the song was going to be about. It was, about a relationship. But at the end of the song, there's a twist to it, but I didn't know there was a twist till after I wrote the freaking song. And I'm reading the lyrics, and then I realize at the end, my girl is cheating on me with somebody. And then I find out at the end of the song, after I read the lyrics again and again, that she's cheating with another girl. But that was not the intention at all. So be careful what you write, and make sure you know what you're doing. Who knows what can come out. So this is When You Get There. You wake up in the morning and you're not feeling quite the same. You feel a gentle hand upon you, but you seem to have forgotten the name. You're good on your clothes, and I know you're hoping and praying you won't be all alone when you get there. When you get there, you haven't had a chance to think about explaining when you step to new. You can't say you were working all night 'cause it's Sunday afternoon. The truth is too hard, you're having to back. The one night stand is not worth it when you get there. When you get there, you're walking up to all doors, my face comes into view. You think you got a pretty good lie. You say you slept at Mary Lou. You're open to go, stuck on the noise, and deep from the heart, you hit there to cry when you get there. When you get there, 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 when you get there. Thanks a lot. So now we're leaving Memphis and we're heading to New York, and we got to New York without much of a problem after that, except for one thing. You guys are familiar with the parkways on Long Island, right? And you know, the parkways, you're not supposed to have a truck on the parkways. There's a good reason for it too, because you can't, if you're in the right or the left lane, you'll take the top of your truck off because there's not enough room. The only way you can get on the parkway is to go straight in the middle lane. Well, we didn't know a parkway from a parkway, and we got to New York, and we drove across the Verrazano, and then we drove across the Throgs Neck Bridge, asked somebody, where's Long Island? It's behind you. We went back again, and we drove back over the Verrazano again. No, Long Island's the other way. We did it again. Finally, some guy told us, and I guess maybe we were listening at this point, and got us into Long Island, past Queens and Brooklyn, and there we were, and we're in the van, and it's early in the morning, and we've been up all night long driving, and I'm looking at the truck, and I'm going, oh my God. I said, do you see that? Look how it's going underneath. And sure enough, it was barely making it, so we pulled up and got them to pull off. We got off at the next exit and survived that. Unfortunately, we didn't learn our lesson, because about a year later, Gary drove the truck under a bridge and took the entire top of the truck off. Yeah. But luckily, there was no equipment in it. It was like we were playing 2 nights at a place in Portchester. And everything, Happy Days it was called then. And anyway, they had the whole top of the truck rolled up, and they had put the rolled up top into it, kind of like it was a cigarette in an ashtray. And that's when I saw the truck the first time. But anyway, that was one catastrophe.